Be ready? Start. Financial stability is the foundation of a rapid recovery. Our banking system needs to be further strengthened. To be in line with Basel III norms, there is a requirement to infuse 2,40,000 crores as equity by 2018 in our banks. To meet this huge capital requirement, we need to raise additional resources to fulfill this obligation. While preserving the public ownership, the capital of these banks will be raised by increasing the shareholding of the people in a phased manner through the sale of shares, largely through retail, to common citizens of this country. Thus, while the government will continue to have majority shareholding, the citizens of India will also get direct shareholding in these banks, which currently they hold indirectly. We will also examine the proposal to give greater autonomy to the banks while making them accountable. To give a trust to invest in the economy, PSUs will also play their part constructively. I am assured that the PSUs will invest through capital investment a total sum of 2,47,941 crores in the current financial year to create a virtuous investment cycle. As the fruits of development reach an increasingly large number of people, the pace of migration from the rural areas to the cities is increasing. A new middle class is emerging, which has the aspiration of better living standards. Unless new cities are developed to accommodate the burgeoning number of people, the existing cities would soon become unlivable. The Prime Minister has a vision of developing 100 smart cities as satellite towns of larger cities, and by modernizing the existing mid-sized cities. To provide the necessary focus to this critical activity, I have provided a sum of 7,060 crore in the current fiscal. Tourism is one of the larger job creators globally. Many economies world over are supported by tourism. In order to give a major boost to tourism in India, the facility of electronic travel authorization e-visa would be introduced in a phased manner at 9 airports in India, where necessary infrastructure would be put in place within the next 6 months. The countries to which the electronic travel authorization facility would be extended would be identified in a phased manner. This would further facilitate the visa on arrival facility. Real Estate Investment Trusts (REITs) have been successfully used as instruments for pooling of investment in several countries. I intend to provide necessary incentives for REITs, which will have pass-through for the purpose of taxation. As an innovation, a modified REITs type structure for infrastructure projects is also being announced as infrastructure investment trusts, which would have a similar tax efficient pass-through status for PPP and other infrastructure projects. These structures would reduce the pressure on the banking system while also making available fresh equity. I am confident these two instruments would attract long-term finance from foreign and domestic sources, including the NRIs. Kisan Vikas Patra (KVP) was a very popular instrument among small savers. I plan to reintroduce the instrument to encourage people who may have banked and unbanked savings to invest in this instrument. Para. A national multi-skill program called Skill India is proposed to be launched. It would skill the youth with an emphasis on employability and entrepreneur skills. It will also provide training and support for traditional professions like welders, carpenters, cobblers, masons, blacksmiths, weavers, etc. Convergence of various schemes to attain this objective is also proposed. Para. Bulk of our farmlands are rain-fed and dependent on monsoons. Therefore, there is a need to provide assured irrigation to mitigate risk. To improve access to irrigation, we propose to initiate the scheme Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. I propose to set aside a sum of 1,000 crore for this purpose. Para. The need for sanitation is of utmost importance. Although the central government is providing resources within its means, the task of total sanitation cannot be achieved without the support of all. The government intends to cover every household by total sanitation by the year 2019, the 158th year of the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi through Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Para. Gujarat has demonstrated successfully the rural development model of urbanization of the rural areas, through which people living in the rural areas can get efficient civic infrastructure and associate services. Shama Prasad Mukherjee Rural Mission will be launched to deliver integrated project-based infrastructure in the rural areas, which will also include development of economic activities and skill development. The preferred model of delivery would be through PPPs, while using various scheme funds for financing. Para. Power is a vital input for economic growth, and the government is committed to providing 24/7 uninterrupted power supply to all homes. Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana for feeder separation would be launched to augment power supply to the rural areas and for strengthening sub-transmission and distribution systems. I propose to set aside a sum of 500 crores for this purpose. Good for the people.